Hi, I'm Charbria Shine, and welcome back to Max Out Girl. All right, guys, so we are back, and I am excited to be with you guys. We just finished our show, Charbria Shine Single Woman Chronicles. I am so excited. Y'all see I'm representing. So y'all know a lot of times on here I do women in business spotlights. And so today I kind of just want to spotlight what I've been doing and kind of just talk about it and kind of just encourage you on your endeavor, whether it's business, whether it's life, whether it's personal. So first and foremost, I just want to say we had a blast doing this show, Single Woman Chronicles. I mean, my first time doing it was 2021. I wrote it in 2019, and it's just been a labor of love. Some of my story mixed in with some other things or issues and situations that I feel like women in general may struggle with or have societal pressures. And I really wanted to display that and talk about some topics that we just always don't want to talk about. And so we had some real talk monologues and fun tunes, dancing, fun costumes. Y'all, I'm hyped up because I absolutely love doing this show. But let me tell you this, as much as I love doing the show, there's equal, I would say, challenges and hardships that come along with doing this show. And so I want to encourage you today in your life, whatever it is that God has put on your heart to do, you might be like, girl, I'm tired. Girl, I've been trying year after year. It's not been happening, or I've been getting one step ahead, two steps back. It just seems like I'm not getting that breakthrough or that big break that I'm looking for. I want to encourage you to keep going. Do not give up. Girl, sis, let me just tell you how many times I wanted to give up. Not just doing this show, but starting my company, doing plays, because it is not an easy industry to make a living in. But I have a passion for it. I love it. I have a background in it. And the most important thing is, I believe I am called by God to do this. And that's important. When you're living in purpose and you're walking in purpose, and you know God is showing you something that you're supposed to do, girl, you got to go for it. You can't give up. And even in those moments where you might need to take a pause or a break or take a little second to breathe and talk to the Lord, you still can't give up. But it's okay to take those breaks. However, you got to get back up, refocus, and push forward. Push towards the goal. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to leave this earth full of all the things that God wanted us to do. We want to leave this earth empty. And sometimes it's intimidating, tiring. We don't feel like we have what it takes. But you got to start somewhere. A lot of people that are billionaires or millionaires or successful entrepreneurs or just walking in purpose, period, they had to go for it even when they didn't feel like they had what it took. Even when they didn't know where to start. You gotta just get started. And me and my husband laugh because we always call it YouTube University. The first place you could start is Googling something, information about what you need to learn about. Going on YouTube, some tutorials, or going to back to school if you need to, or some classes, or read a book, or just get out there and try it and learn on the job training. But you gotta go for it. And the biggest thing I feel like that I've been learning lately is it's not gonna always feel good, sis. It ain't. It's some days where I'll be like, I ain't trying to go to rehearsal tonight. Or my body telling me stay in the bed, don't get up. Or you know what, don't do this show again, or don't do this, don't do that. But it doesn't matter. You can't go by your feelings. You have to stay determined. Because you can't go by motivation. If you know anything about us as humans, that motivation is gonna go. You have to be disciplined to continue to keep going. And my body, my flesh, it do not want to be disciplined. I'll be like, I'm tired, I ain't doing no more of this, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing. But when there is a vision set before you, when you're here on purpose by God and you know that He's given you something to do, you cannot give up. You have to keep going. You have to keep pushing forward. You have to get around other inspiring people because, girls, sometimes you're going to need to be filled up by those individuals who, inspire you. Find inspiration. Maybe it's nature. Maybe you need to go outside and take a walk, go pray, take a nap. Sometimes we just need a nap to get inspired. Go somewhere where someone's doing what you want to do. Like I go to see Broadway shows and I go to see local shows and I get inspired by those other artists who are doing what I'm doing. And on a larger level, I get inspired when I see massive productions that are successful. And those things inspire me when I'm losing, I guess, my fire for what I'm doing. And you have to stay, girded up. You have to stay encouraged. You have to stay pumped up. And you're going to get depleted at times. That's why it's important to find what inspires you and to go after those things when you feel depleted of your creativity and your inspiration. We all get that way. We all feel that way sometimes. But whatever you need, it might be a staycation, a vacation, a dinner out with your girls, whatever it is, just to woosah, reconnect, refocus, get energized so that you can get back on the pavement to whatever it is that you have that God has put on your heart. So again, don't give up. stay encouraged, go after your goals, go after your dreams, get around other people who are pushing you to be better, not draining you. Find other people to get on your team. And I don't even just mean for entrepreneurs. Maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but maybe you need just team girlfriends, like your girl tribe, right? Or that family member who's gonna gird you up and help you with the kids, or is gonna encourage you to go back to school when you wanna give up, or they're gonna hold you accountable, letting them know your plans and your goals and your timeline so they can say, hey sis, how you doing on that project? Hey, how you doing this? My husband is great for that. He keeps me on track. He keeps me going. Like if he sees that I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want to do this. And he's like, girl, you got something great. You can't give up. You got to keep going. You want those natural cheerleaders in your life. Surround yourself with those people, not negative Nancy's or woe is me people, negative people who are always seeing the glass half empty. You need to be around those energizing people where they're going to push you towards your goals and dreams. And again, I'm going to keep reiterating, it ain't easy, but anything that's worth having to me is going to take hard work, but it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And you might say, when is it going to be worth it? Because I asked myself earlier this year, like, God, when is it going to be worth it, right? However, you can't put a time frame on it. If you know you're called to do something, you got to ride it till the wheels fall off, honey. You got to keep it going no matter what it looks like, no matter what people say, no matter if it seems like you're failing. Figure it out another way, go another way, figure out how to do something differently, get more knowledge in that area, find other people who are successful in it and learn from them. You just got to figure it out, because what's the other option? Giving up? That's not an option. And though we say it sometimes like, I'm done with this, if it's what you're called to do, sis, it is not an option. When you leave this earth, you want to make sure you're able to hear that good and faithful, well done, good and faithful servant from God. You want that seal of approval. You don't want him to say, girl, I had all this stuff for you to do, all this stuff I wanted you to accomplish, this impact that I wanted you to have in your home, in your community, in your country, wherever, in your school. But you backed down because you didn't feel equipped. We're not equipped without God. We have to really lean in. And this show, it was a point where I was trying to go off my own strength and energy. And the Holy Spirit reminded me, like, no, I'm here, I'm your helper. And I had to say, okay, God, strengthen me. Help me in this area. Give me wisdom in this area. Because he promises that he has laid up sound wisdom for the just. So you have to say, hey, God, give me wisdom. I need your help. I need your guidance. And sometimes I could be that, I could figure it out on my own. I'm a strong woman type of person, or have that attitude or that persona. But the truth is, we are not. We are strong, but we still need God to help us when things get hard or when we can't figure things out. And that's not weakness, it's strength when you realize I need someone greater than me, smarter than me, bigger than me to help me, to give me wisdom, to steer me in the right direction, to help me, give me peace, to give me, strength and energy, or whatever it might be that you feel that you need. And so I just wanted to hop on here today because I'm still on, cloud nine about my show, had an amazing experience. But again, I wanted to say that on the other side of that was a lot of hard work, was a lot of staying up late, not getting sleep, sacrifices, not doing things that I want to do, not going to anybody's event or seeing any family, not being able to go out, not doing anything, watching how I spend my money because I'm running a business. There's so many sacrifices that goes with walking in purpose, but it will be worth it. But you have to be willing to make those sacrifices. And I'm encouraging myself now because it's times when I don't want to make those sacrifices, or when I do ask God, Lord, really, is this going to be worth it? And when is it going to pay off? But you have to have the faith to know that if God said it, if he's given you a vision, if he's shown you the end, you have to keep the end in mind. You can't get distracted by what's going on now or what's not happening now, but stay focused on the vision that he's given you and focus on the fact that it's going to be successful. If I continue to walk with God, listen to his wisdom, walk in his word, continue to trust him, work hard, because it's not just praying, but also working. Faith without works is dead. And just to keep going on that path, because eventually it's going to penetrate. Eventually it's going to penetrate that pressure that you just keep pushing on that thing, praying, working, trusting God. It is going to penetrate. It is going to bust through that wall, but we cannot give up. We can't lose momentum, because every time, sis, you start and stop, you're losing momentum in the natural and in the spiritual realm. You have to keep going. And I told my husband, I'm like, that has happened to me before. I've done something, it's great, and then I just let it fall. I just let it drop. I don't continue to push. So push, sis, whatever it is, whether it's in your marriage, being a better mother, going back to school, in your career, maybe that's being an entrepreneur, maybe you want to write a book. Push, sis, little by little by little by little by little, and it is going to happen. So I just wanted to get on here, hop on here, encourage you. Thank you guys who supported us with my show, Charbria Shine, Single Woman Chronicles. We're having some major fun things coming up with that again. And Dr. Love, the stage play, which is October 18th. Whoop, whoop. Yes, at the West Side Theater Guild. Tickets right now, flash sale. Oh no, actually, you missed the flash sale, but we're gonna have another sale soon. So yes, you can go to charbria.com and you can click on productions and find out how to get your Dr. Love tickets. And we just can't wait for you to come. If you see the show, if you've seen the show before, it's not just the first part that you saw. That was Act 1. Now you're gonna see the full show. I finished writing it. You're gonna see Act 1 and 2 and find out what happened with all the characters. We're gonna introduce some new characters, some new songs and dances. So excited about this. So check us out. And again, as you know, you can follow me at Charbria Shine and Maxed Out Girl. Go to charbria.com for merchandise and other things that we have going on. And I hope I said something today that encouraged, inspired, and elevated your thinking. And always remember, it's a Maxed Out Girl. I'm Charbria Shine. Talk to you next time. Bye.